Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing good. So in this video, we're gonna show our position 102nd that we secured for the Dragonman Arena. It was some good work that we put in, 72.7 million if I'm not wrong. And yeah, it was like a gradual run, nothing like super hectic. I did manage to sleep in like 5 hours each day, like at the night I'm talking about. So yeah, let's go in and see how some of our other teammates did, because a lot of my alliance members did get him, because we were told that we'll be putting him as the boss in each BG. So multiple people in our alliance have got him and we're gonna take him up. So we see Zahir over there. I know this guy, Manny and Coat Hanger, Monster, Galatia, multiple people uh, you see in the list. Severed Synapse, my ex teammate. From Apoco, we have EA0422. So just count the number of people who are there from Apoco in this particular list. Then you have HQ Sean, the as usual guy. Yeah, so multiple people that I know of. Limited edition from my alliance. Coat Hanger, you see there from Relax. Max, another guy from Relax. And we have people from Asgard, another guy from Apoco, Zuko2199. Congratulations, guys. Really nice to have secured this guy. And some people from Dogs, from Asgard, from AGT, ISO 8. Multiple people that I know, and multiple people from my alliance. So that's how this went. Maji TV, I know this guy. And yeah, some other people like Duckman, Dr. Doom from NY718. So big alliances going in and grabbing those champion. ASR, you see over there, and who else? Okay, and here is me scoring 72.7 from Apoco. So yeah, and yes, we are back in Masters Alliance after 3 great victories. We have Brutal DLX, man. He has a huge roster, I guess the biggest in the game. He is there in Arena. That's really surprising. And RB in the Rock from Apoco, another guy who grabbed this champion. So we're gonna see him a lot of alliance for defense action. And you have people from Dogs, from AGT again, from Asgard, from AGT. Multiple people, man. And here we're coming very close to the list. So that is all. Choco Knight, the 150th guy. And I'm still a bit upset. They have not put up like top 300 from this particular arena. They announced it a while back in June, July, I guess, and it's already like September now, very close to September. So yeah, apologies, guys. You could not get the champion, even though you put a lot of hard work. Better luck next time. Multiple people, even my alliance leader, Apoco's alliance leader, Hayatan Rak, did not secure this champion. So yeah, hard luck this time, guys. Better luck next time. Yeah, so that's the list of those 50 people who did put in some effort but were not able to get him. Another Apoco guy missed from this particular round 1. So they'll be going in for round 2 for sure. And now let's go in and just talk about the champion. I've already taken him up to rank 2. I intend to take him to rank 5 upon my testing. So this stream is also about like testing this guy. And here we are. He looks super cool. Almost 12,500 health. And his attack is decent enough. Block proficiency of 61%. His crit rate could have been a bit more. His crit damage is good. So yeah, he looks good on paper. He's a defensive tank, a metal, a robot. So he is gonna be pain on stubborn with that power gain, unblockable, unstoppable. He is gonna be serious pain, man. And he has immunities to bleed, poison, and armor shatter. And yeah, there you see all other things like offensive power rate is reduced by 35%, else he would never like be played on defense. He would have been super OP, even more powerful than Hyperion if that 35% power rate would not have been reduced. So at the start of the fight, he gets a power charge which grants him 12% of a bar of power every second. So that is huge, man. And you can get up to 4 of these charges when you throw your SP3. So that is like 48% of a bar of power each second. So in a couple of seconds you will have 1 bar of power, and in like 6 seconds, if my math is not wrong, approximately 6, you will have like 3 bars of power. With like just add in Mystic Dispersion, you, if you don't have magic, you cannot control his power, or Doctor Doom. So that's gonna be insane. And he has and on defense this is reduced by 4 seconds, so it will be like every 8 second he'll get a power charge. So that is crazy, man. I do not have words to explain how powerful he will be on defense. And he does some physical damage that really goes up with signature ability and the level on which this guy is. Like if rank 5 level 45, 55, whatever it is, or 65, whatever it is, so he'll have those numbers increased. So yeah, that is fine. And now you can see some other abilities as well. So and like your opponent's power rate when they are cornered is reduced by 70% below, like when they are about 2 bars of power. So you can go in and ham them with your unblockables and unstoppables and SP2s. And when you knock out a champion, that is when you do a heavy, you'll get unblockable buff for 3 seconds. And also his heavy does a 461 energy damage per second. So if you keep on throwing your heavies, this is insane, man. This is insane. If 6 or more incinerates are removed, this damage is increased by 50%. So there are possibilities of some great numbers. And you can play slow for 8 seconds. The only drawback is you cannot refresh it with the heavy or something else. Just you have to throw SP1s constantly to get into this chain of applying slow. But that really doesn't help the cause, because his SP1 does a lot of damage. SP2 will consume a power charge and grant you Fury, increasing attack by 599 for 30 seconds, which is good. That's really decent for damage, man. So you can get as many Furies as you want. There is no cap, potentially. So I'm gonna do more testing where I'm gonna go into a fight with multiple SP2s, and then your SP3 will put like unstoppable on you, and you will generate 3 stacks of power charge. So like I think you can spam SP2s after spamming multiple SP3s. So that's the way to go. So not really sure right now what's the ideal combination that you should be going in, and what's going to be the perfect combo for this guy. On the top of my head that I can think right now is multiple SP3s and multiple SP2s are the way to go. Ideally one SP3 and then multiple SP2s. At least 3 SP2s is good. Let's take him to rank 3 now. Quickly, I already taken him to rank 2, and then we're gonna see what sort of damage this guy does. So yeah, let's proceed. He's almost there. Just being a bit conservative on those ISOs and golds, because yeah, every drop counts, man. Every drop counts. And here we are. So he's already like very close to rank 3. Let's select all these things. So that brings him to level 40. One more round and he should be at rank 45. And decent enough to go and hit Winter Soldier. His damage as an attacker is a bit underwhelming. Like before he's ramped up, so that's a bit underwhelming. Like out of the box, but he's still much better than Airwalker. Airwalker is trash. Seriously, he's a piece of garbage. Like he's not able to reach an SP3 on the very first fight. That really is annoying. So let's go in and see some of his synergies now, so that we can wreck that particular Winter Soldier. So let's see where our guy is. And here it is. Let's see some synergies. So while unstoppable and being attacked, Dragon Man reduces opponent's offensive ability accuracy by 50%. That's good on defense. If synergies would have been there. Dragon Man specially regenerates an additional something. Yeah, right. Inaptitude buff, whatever it is. Okay, he looks good. Mr. Fantastic is really good. Tigra is also nice. She reduces the combat power rate by 25%. So crit rate is okay. And let's see if we can smack this guy down now. So this damage of 433 from basic attacks, and like basic attack is hitting for 200 and something. Medium is hitting for 407, 430, yeah, 277 and 4 something. Okay. His heavy animations are cool. Whoa, nice, man. That's a sick SP3. Feels so satisfying to end the fight with that SP3. Now we are unblockable and unstoppable, but this guy decided to throw his SP2, which is annoying. And I find something wrong here, which you guys should also be able to see in a moment. You see now, for a fraction of a second, our wings are able to cover up Winter Soldier completely, and in that blind spot I'm not able to see what I should do. Let me just give you an example again. So okay, so we were unblockable, but we were not able to use that unblockable to our advantage. This damage is good. Nice, man. There you see the issue. We were unblockable, but my wings are able to hide Winter Soldier completely, and I'm not able to understand what am I supposed to do. Shall I go in blindly and hit him, whether he's going to throw his special or whether he's going to hit me with his heavy? That animation needs to change as an attacker. He is standing side on, which makes his wing completely like in the way of hiding Winter Soldier. If he would have been standing head to head, like facing him, it would have been much better of a sight. So yeah, definitely I'm gonna put that out. I'm gonna report it so that they do something about it, man. Else in a Act 6.4 fight, this thing can cause you the fight. You could be hit with a heavy and that's game over. That SP2 damage is sick. It gives you multiple furies if you want to. And you again see I'm not able to utilize that unblockable with 100% confidence. I can go in blindly and hit them, but that's not really what you want to do as an endgame player in the endgame content. Okay. The damage is okay. It's not anything game changing, or like you'd say like he's too overpowerful as an attacker. At least on defense this guy is gonna suck. Like if he's the boss, and yeah, these heavies, this power gain, he being unblockable, unstoppable, and also this heavy thing has an issue. The reach on heavy is not that great, that I just noticed. He's super cool to play. A couple of issues, weird issues that they should have found out during testing. Like the heavy reach is okay, the player can adjust to that, but once I'm very close to Winter Soldier, I completely hide him. And then I'm not able to see what the hell is going on in the fight. So I have to intentionally back off, even though I'm unblockable, to play him in a safe manner. And this guy can be used to power control and heal block champions. Another thing is missing from this guy is he does not have anything to nullify buffs, if I'm not wrong. Also, he does not put staggers or like something which the Mystic class usually does. So it's a bit weird, in my opinion, like a Mystic champion not able to control power, to put on staggers or like control the buffs on the other champion. A bit weird, really. He has some utility like slow, cornered, but and also immunities to bleed poison, good block proficiency. But I do feel they missed something like something regarding power control, something regarding controlling the buffs of the opponents. Like his heavies could have placed staggers on the opponents, right? Or power drained the opponent somehow. He's more like I wanna go in and smash everything, but his damage is not that great. Really not that great. You can ramp his damage up. That will do some burst damage, but for longer fights like for Abyss or for LOL, no. He gets 0 marks for Labyrinth in my opinion. There you see again, me being unblockable, I can still get hit. There are some issues, man. There are some issues. And yeah, let's test out how his slow works. Okay, he's unblockable. Yeah, I need to be a bit more efficient with how and when I throw specials. I'm still learning. He's a new champion. I'm not that familiar with his animations. But yeah, heavy chaining is fine. SP2s are fine. But there are some serious drawbacks. At least when we hide like this, you just noticed nothing was visible, man. I didn't even know whether Winter Soldier was there or not, and I'm gonna definitely show this thing. It's a bit weird. Now you're gonna be seeing it put slow. That is a 8-second slow. I think it should have been ideally a 12 or a 15-second slow debuff on them. And because you cannot heavy chain and refresh it, so the only way to reapply it is throw SP once again and again, and his SP1 does not do great damage, trust me. So it was a long ass fight, seriously. So he's not great for long fights, man. He's not great for long fights. So my decision is just hold up your resources. This guy is great for defense, not anything for offense. If you have a ton of resources to like rank up your defense, then definitely go for him. But ideally save your resources for good attackers because they clear the content, not your defenders. Now let's go and do a duel quickly. Let's see someone with a cosmic class. So yeah, Silver Surfer, why not? Let's go in and see how well we do against a rank 5 star. Nice damage out of the gate. So with class advantage we see some good damage, and I am not really comfortable right now with his animations. I'm still like, this is just my second fight. Okay, the school will be getting some regeneration. Okay, he's unblockable, so let's do this. So yeah, he's pretty much dead. Yeah, so that's all from this particular video, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Do like, subscribe, and share, and I'll catch you guys on the flip. Take care, everyone. Have a great day ahead.